Fireside Chat.
What's up?
Talking about fights.
Yeah.
Especially, I think there's different types of fights, right? So you can fight, there's a way in which you fight, argue or bicker, or whatever it may be, with everyone else in your life, be it friends, family, but let's talk about fights in a relationship, right? That's what we're going to discuss now. Lance is a dirty fighter.
Yeah.
I'm a logical fighter.
I think within fights, there's like twofold to it. There's the logic of the fight, and then there's the emotional side of it.
Yes.
If you can't, not even separate the two, even you can't balance the two, then the fight just becomes a matter of, no, I'm right, you're wrong.
No, but you're
not even right or wrong. It just becomes of the fact it's no.
But I think
now we are just fighting.
Yeah.
I think a fight means someone wants to win.
Yeah.
And I think when you're on that level, you're not gonna resolve
That's
much.
the problem.
Because then you're trying to get your point across.
Yeah.
Other person getting their point across, and no one's hearing each other.
And in your desperate attempt to win,
You hurt each other.
and you end up bringing other irrelevant stuff. Yeah, remember that day you did this?
Yeah.
Unsquashed quabbles from from back then.
That happens
I
though.
said I'm a dirty fighter.
Do you accumulate things?
The thing is, once I see the emotions are getting out of hand, I also start losing it. Like,
you did this.
but it's something I'm trying to obviously learn to stop. Trying to get better in life. Trying to be a better person. But fighting, I don't think people should actually decide, is this relationship worth more to me than winning the fight?
I'm ridiculously calm, so I will ask you to unpack. What are you feeling? Like, tell me what's happening here. Where does it come from? How did you get to feel like this when I don't understand?
But you.
What do you mean?
You do this condescending thing. Remember, Kat once complained like you do this thing where you just condescend towards people, and then they start feeling.
I guess
then their temper flares.
Yeah,
but then you still observe it.
If you're too calm, man, it just makes the other person just feel worse. Like this guy. Dude,
but the thing is, right?
In the middle of this heated fight, this guy has the audacity to
but what value is it adding when, to your point, when everyone's emotions are here, right? You're not helping the situation by giving it the same energy. You're just growing the fire, right? I think, because remember, anger is a secondary emotion, right? So you feel something, you either feel hurt, then you get angry, disrespected or sad, then you get angry. The key, at least in my opinion, is that be able to recognize what you're feeling and address that. When it comes out like in an outburst, that's why to me, it's difficult to shout at me because I don't meet you at that level as well. So I don't know, I guess it is condescending.
Also, do you think like sometimes, even when you are calm and you're watching this person trying to express themselves, because sometimes it's not a matter of them just being angry, maybe it's just trying to express themselves. They've reached a point where whatever you did to them,
what does reach the point mean?
Reach the boiling point, like this is it. This guy has got me to this point.
But boiling point is an escalation. How does it get there without
exactly?
How do you not address it before it gets there?
That boils down to communication in a relationship. Sometimes it's easy for people to like, we need to communicate in a relationship, but communication is not really that easy.
But why aren't we then working on communication as opposed to let's just satisfy ourselves with a method of fighting that doesn't work?
Okay, then let me put it to you. Then she says something that you've done that doesn't sit right with her. You acknowledge it.
Yes.
Then later on you do it again. She says it again.
Yeah.
Then you acknowledge it. Then you keep on doing it. Then obviously it reaches that point.
I just think in a fight, females are very emotional beings. I know men are emotional too, but females generally are very emotional. So I think maybe it's the man's duty to just defuse the situation, which is how Bafana would go about things. And if you can identify, or if you can see that both parties are very emotional, just pause it right there and then just leave it there, and then you'll address the situation later, as opposed to continuing with this fight where things will get said and people will get hurt. So I think. It's as the man, I think, because we have a situation down. To calm it down, because as soon as they start, it just starts building and building.
And that's when you say something and there's no going back. If you never said something, you're like,
I think most of
point of no return.
Like, when you say at the time, I just messed up. But now, obviously, in the fight, you want to acknowledge the fact that you just messed up and you said this thing. You just keep on going, and deep down,
I don't believe in that. By the way,
why is sorry such a hard thing to say in a fight?
Because everyone has pride.
No one wants to acknowledge that. Okay, I'm the one that fucked up.
Pride.
No one wants to acknowledge I fucked up. I'm sorry. like everyone is just trying to argue. You know, they
choke a bit right now, just trying to say. Just choked a bit.
No, but I'm sorry. Such a difficult. I'm sorry. It's such a difficult thing to say.
I don't think I struggle with it. See, I think my thing is, I guess it's in my nature. To your point, I don't struggle to articulate myself in the point I'm trying to make, and also I think I'm able to try to understand, maybe not always, what the other person is saying. Then when I figured it out, I'm like, this is what you mean. Then they'll confirm it. Then I'm like, okay, good. Now here's what I'm saying.
But do you apologize though?
I don't struggle to apologize. But I don't take I said that, I didn't mean it. I will never, in my whole life.
You meant it.
I say what I mean and I mean what I say.
And if it hurts another person?
No, you don't say things to hurt another person. So I don't say anything mean. I say things that are valid. I think I'm compassionate enough to always word things. Taking a fight, right? Most people will say, no, you never listen to what I say, or you're always late. That's a bad way of talking to someone, because now you've just spoken against the entire character, everything, because now they're thinking, what about that time it was like this and this? Instead, you must isolate what you're upset about. You're like, this particular time when you did this, I felt like you were being selfish. Or not that you are selfish.
I see what you mean.
People get offended when you say things like that. Or when you were late, it's like, I felt like you didn't consider X, Y, Z. Not that you're a selfish human being, you're always late. Because now you're upset, and in your upsetness, you're not thinking about how it lands. And the thing about communication, they said the worst part of it is thinking that it has taken place, right? So now you think you've told your partner this 6 times. But they actually are not even aware that you've told them that many. In some situations, right? That's what happens.
But then, if they've told you 6 times and the other partner doesn't realize that,
it shouldn't take 6 times. That partner is an asshole, basically.
Okay. But hey, man, I hear you.
All right, guys.
No, fights are something else.
How can you improve on your fighting skills?
I don't know. Just like you said, communication. I've heard
it's hard, but
I was also said, see someone, depending on how much you value your relationship. I think
you never do couples
see someone I thought you said you were going to tell her to see someone. You crazy to go see someone for your
no.
Thank you, brother.
See someone.
Okay, let's cut it off. Cheers.